Welcome to Pathway's latest production, Heptonstall the Colden Valley. We're starting here at the edge of the moors at the head of the Colden Valley in Knowerdale. Behind me are the remains of Broadholme Dam, which was built between 1805 and 1810 to guarantee the water supply for the spinning mills further down the valley. When full, it held between 8 and 10 million gallons of water. It lasted for almost a century, when it was breached in the mid-1930s due to worries about flooding. It's a remote area, with the haunting cries of the curlews adding to the bleak atmosphere, even on a sunny day like today. The farmhouses down the slope below me are Padlaith and Knowerdale. They've long since been derelict. It makes you wonder what kind of existence they managed to eke out of this barren landscape. The dry stone walls surrounding the downward leading track have long since collapsed, making for a stumbling passage. At the foot of the hill is a long since abandoned Colden Water Farm. Its gaping windows and doorways invite an inspection, on a sense of the echoes of lives lived in the desolation. Anyone at home? But reply there came not one. Outside the farmhouse, the spring just about still runs. Can you imagine fetching the water on a freezing cold January morning? It's sad to see such a substantial building now crumbling away. Leaving the dereliction behind, it's refreshing to enter the expanding landscape of the Colden Valley. As we trace the course of the River Colden downstream, it's remarkable to remember that in its heyday it provided the power for up to 13 mills. Not bad for a little brook, eh? Perched on a hillside hundreds of feet above Hebden Bridge, Heptonstall has a history lost in the mists of time. Flanked by the Colden, Hebden and Calder valleys, its Anglo-Saxon origin can be seen in its name. Hep meaning high and Tunstall meaning a farmstead, thus high settlement. At the heart of the village are its two ancient parish churches. The oldest building is the ruined church of St. Thomas of Becket, founded in the 13th century. As the population increased, it was enlarged several times, mainly in the 15th century. John Wesley preached here but wasn't too impressed with the old church, describing it as one of the ugliest he had seen. After a storm in 1847, it was decided to build a new church, which was dedicated to St. Thomas the Apostle in 1854.